But one thing I noticed based on research on franchise is that by the time you start franchise, you get to 2, 3, 4, 5. There's something that will set in by the time you are getting to 10, which is what? The quality gets down, which is what affected Mr. Biggs. By the time Mr. Biggs started, the quality of food were very nice. By the time the coverage was extending, there is no good quality control of what is coming out. And then the name, the brand, keep dying. That's my own perspective.
All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. Number 10. 11 should be ready.
Good afternoon. Elvis Oga is the name. Okay. Productivity is what our economy, the stimulus our economy needs. And upscale productivity, you need to leverage on ICT. But there is a problem. Of what importance is it for you to digitize your small business when there is no corresponding, when rather the larger proportion of your customer base are not savvy enough to plug in digitally and access your product and services? It is a big problem and we need to address it. This is for the entire panelists. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. Number 11.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shakirat Animashan Uriyomi. My question goes to, I call it Nick Comstar, but I was surprised when I heard Nike Comstar, the way you called it. So who is more correct between you and I? Probably you, because that's actually your organization. Well, I run Flying Dove Institute of Information Technology somewhere in Ikwali. We basically deal with youth, and largely not having access has been a major challenge for us. So I was more than happy when you said it's something you could do for us. I'm interested in average cost. We want to have access. We want to ensure that our students have internet access on the campus. They're happy, and of course, that's about life for youth now. We are a licensed monotechnic. We are listed in JAM brochure for the past 10 years now. So you can imagine the class of people we serve. They're undergraduates, they are youth, they are young, and having access to the internet is like number one for them. So what do you do for us? How much does it cost? Is it free? I mean, talking about infrastructure now, of course, we have to do monthly subscription or something, but we want to have an idea how much it costs. Is this something for truly SME that we can afford? Because that will make it lots of, a huge difference to what we do. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Fantastic. Number 12. 12, 13. Okay, so this is the last question then.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to everybody for being here. I think the recognized center for SME or agency for SME is SMEDAN. And it is interesting to note that, SMEDAN, unfortunately, I wouldn't know if there is any collaboration or some sort of, digitizing SME in Nigeria between SMEDAN, NECOMSAT, Galaxy Blackbone, and even the other agency of the government. Thank you.
All right, we'll take it back to the panelists for the responses. All right, so we'll start from
Yeah, thank you. I think the one that speaks to everybody that I might want to speak on has to do with the issue of why digitizing across divide. We are SME, my customers does not have an interface for that. But I think the answer to that question is that, am I digitizing because of my customer? Really? Because if I don't understand my business, myself, I'm not on point with my business, how do I plan for my customer? There are things that are back-end issues that you need to know, because for you to do any predictive analysis, you should know where you are coming from. So how do you do that without data? So many of the data you have in a company is not because it is to be consumed by the consumer. However, it's usually good if they can actually access some part of your portal to know what is going on. But for you to actually carry out your own business analysis or business analytics to know where you are for real, you need data and you need this kind of a solution. You should know when you actually, you should be able to separate your income, your revenue from your profit. As simple as that. So you should be able to know that, which is none of the business of your customer anyway. But it's going to be a win-win thing if, yes, on their own interface, they are well digitized to know, but that you can never achieve across the world. Go to the United States, even if you are using high-tech, that does not mean that all the customers really now only write up to say in support of this type of engagement, which we have with Nigeria's SME. These are part of the recommendation. Based on that strength, they can take it further. But because they are a boss, even if they know the right thing sometimes, I tell you that works. You can't look at government face and say no. Because they will ask you, are you changing the policy direction? Are you the MD, by the way? Or are you there when we are drafting this policy? What is your business? So, but SME people can actually tell them sometimes, this is our position. This is what we wanted from government. So on the strength of that, they can now write that. It's not me. These are the people that say this is what they wanted. Then there could be consideration. And that's the essence of this kind of engagement. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Thank you, Doctor. The representative of NIDCOMSAT, your thoughts?
First of all, the direct is the people that has monotechnic, and you want to see how you can leverage your NIDCOMSAT technology to provide connectivity and internet services. That is something that we do, but I think just as Doctor has said earlier on, we need to discuss that outside this place. We have what we call small office, home office, SOHO. SOHO solutions is towards people that are not big enterprise, but they need our solution. The advantage we have is anytime, anywhere you are in Nigeria, we have a footprint. And we can just come there, we just mounting the dish, pointing to our satellite, you'll get the connectivity. But the pricing and everything will be done later. In terms of, that is one of the things we leverage on. Security, just as we said, even when terrestrial network was off, Mr. President was able to communicate to the security forces in Sambisa Forest through NIDCOMSAT. We have that coverage. Even if you are on top of mountain in Nigeria, we are covering you. And the policies around providing it and making it easy and affordable and accessible to everybody is one of the things that we...
Galaxy Backbone before station, we have the data center in Abuja, we have another one in...
Advice is that, you know, you're going to be destroying the brand if all you're interested in is the short-term gains that you could get. So what you should do is that, you know, you have to look at your capacity to support your franchisees. If you don't have the capacity to monitor, to keep the standard, please do not add one extra franchisee. Because one single franchisee that is doing the wrong can kill the whole brand. So the idea is that before you grant that license, review your own system, review your resources, review your capacity to actually follow through in terms of monitoring and ensuring that your franchisee keeps that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Dangote Business Co. So we'll now go to the UNIDO rep.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to talk about power issue. I think the problem we have right now is the issue of having the right industrial policy. Because if you have the right industrial policy and have some clusters, it is possible for people to concentrate in those business clusters and either invest in power to develop that sector. I give you an example. There is this, in Taraba State, there is this, I think, Island Tea factory that has been there for 4 years. They could not make profit because of power. They invested so much in power, and they could not make any profit. What happened? Last few years, we developed a small hydropower for them. And at the same time, we're going to change the machine they are using. Any efficiency machine and the kind of machine that they will produce rice that we are buying from outside the country. So we mentioned special economic zones as one of our program that we are going to develop. When we talk about a zone like this, it's going to be holistic. Energy is going to be considered seriously because we know in that cluster or zone, there's going to be a lot of economic activities. And without power, there is no way you can improve in your economic activities. So power is given attention. And I think it's important for federal government and state government to come up with clear industrial policies so that they will know how to map all these things and include the power in whatever they are doing. I think this is very important.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause for him. Really, we've all been a wonderful audience. Please, a round of applause for yourself, please. I want to thank you for your patience. We're going to be out of the hall in the next few minutes. However, I would like to take contributions from two of our CEOs, from Techtel and Greener Skills Initiative. So I'd like to take Techtel first. Please, 1 minute, and I'll be strict with it. Please make him welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, panel of discussants, the CEO of B2B. Techtel Integrated Service is pleased to be here. Any digital service you can think of. And I'm glad that we have NICOMSAT with us. We sent a letter to the MD about 3 weeks ago. We wanted to serve as a vendor of your services, and we enlisted about 15 government MDAs. Our letter is being treated by your marketing department that was in your office to meet with one of your market department officials. And I'm also happy that we have Galaxy Backbone here. One of the things we are doing, we are working on an integrated national e-library with the National Library of Nigeria. And there is no way we can do that without involving either of the two organizations. The project involves 2 million Androids that will be given to all student in tertiary institutions. It's an integrated e-library. It's our own our own solutions. We are the beginning stage of the project with the National Library of Nigeria. But sooner we are going to extend our proposals to your organizations. So we are happy. One last thing before you go. E-commerce is the in thing. If you are selling and your product is not on any e-commerce portal, Techtel is going to assist you. We have approached the NIPOST. E-commerce is interlinked with postal agency. So all small business owners, if you are selling anything, if it is kuli, you can sell through ShopEx. We are having an agreement with NIPOST. We can sell your product for you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, the CEO of Techtel. So I'll now move to the CEO of Greener Skills Initiative. 1 minute more.
Why do you want to steal my name? I'm Green Skill. I'm the Executive Director for Green Skill Acquisitions Interlimited by Guarantee. I just want to say thank you to Dr. Mustafa Popola for keeping pushing me every time. I remember the first national dialogue, I made a presentation here showing my cluster of organic poultry hub. And today, I'm still happy. I'm still on course in this organic poultry value chain. I'm a registered animal scientist in feed manufacturing for the past 15 years. I'm a raw entrepreneur. I'm a restless entrepreneur. I'm a certified lead auditor trained now with UNIDO under the National Quality Infrastructure and the Global Gap. I'm a trained organic certifier from Kenya Institute of organic farming. So when you're talking about organic farming, sustainable agriculture in Nigeria, you need to talk to me. I've done organic farmers market. Now we are promoting the market for organic poultry because it's a multiplier effect. It has to do with the crop farmers, the herb and spices, Now we are pushing our product with its organic sausages and natural chicken free of antibiotics. Recently, NAFDA banned use of antibiotics in feed. So we are aligning with the Sustainable Development Goal, no poverty, no hunger, and this. So I want to appreciate this platform for giving us the opportunity. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. The CEO of Green Skills Initiative. I'd like to call the CEO of Shower Links. He will be here to call for support for our the B2B and our Greeners Hub. So the CEO of Shower Link is welcome. Please make him welcome. 1 minute, sir.
1 minute. Well, thank you. My name is Engineer Oluma Sharafuddin, CEO Shawal Multilink Services. As the MC has said, I wonder if that 1 minute will be enough, but I'll try. Well, we want to thank you all, and my job has been made simple. Everybody in this hall agreed to the fact that we need collaboration, but the collaboration we agree that we need, how do we go about it? The practical implementation, because that's my background. I believe that's the reason why the convener has really put me in this particular module of the presentation. So please, I want to start from the presenters, panelists, to really tell us in a very clear terms. Why I said I'm a practical man is that I'm a civil engineer. We engage in construction. Our own is let us see how we make it real. So please, the panelists, I want you in a very clear term. We now at the B2B, we have the platform. The platform in terms of coordination, we can actually coordinate the entire thing, bringing it to life. We have the hub, we have the manpower, the skills, but now we are talking of government. In government, there are a lot of bureaucracy. There are a lot of English. We speak a lot of English, but the practical terms now, please. We want to know, now we are bringing on board the platform, as in the platform you can talk to get it work. Now, what you have that you can contribute to this is what we would like you to really inform us, so that we can break it down, as the convener has said, so that we know how to link up with you in a period. Thank you.
Yeah, all right, thank you very much. The CEO of Shower Links. I know. I would like to say that you should join that with your final thoughts to save our time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for us, we really appreciate the fact that we're invited to be part of this, and I am just so happy that we have a platform called B2B. Sorry, I don't know, my understanding of B2B is business to business. Is that the same thing? Oh, okay. And I can say, that the business model that I've talked about is a wonderful B2B platform, that I think this B2B forum that you have here will need to work together. Because right now, I have spoken about franchising. There are people that see the result. For me, I think we'll have to talk, because I may be interested in bringing Smart Farm to Kano. We can work out a franchise relationship where this 2-hour, one-day lecture, go and learn the business in the business, not, the other way around. I think these are things that we can do together. Thank you.
Okay, for Galaxy Backbone, first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for inviting us to come and be part of this event. It's been very, very revealing for me as someone who leads marketing and brand initiatives for Galaxy Backbone. And I've taken a lot of things from here, and it would form part of the work that would happen in the next couple of weeks. And in terms of working together with the B2B platform, just like you have said, I would want to see, I would want us immediately to strike up a meeting, probably in the next week or two, where